Buongiorno guys, how you doing?
Buongiorno.
So we just left Nonna's place. The town neighbourhood is called Rosano
Yes.
today. So what's the plan for
What
today
we're
then?
doing? So yes, we're just south of Milan. We're steps away from the tram stop. So we'll be taking the tram, go right to the city centre, and then from there go to this church on the way. It's a little bit of a walk, so we're gonna show you a few sites here and there. But we get into this church that was called the Sistine Chapel of Milan. So we're gonna go and check it out, and as well it's completely free to visit. So
Bonus.
yes, big plus.
So guys, we're going to do a quick bit of tram hopping. We took the 15 yesterday into Duomo, which took a different route. Not as pretty as Francais, so we're just going to take the train now into Duomo, which is goes through more the historic routes. So this is the Italian Stock Exchange,
Yes.
and what you see behind us, the amazing figure of the hand is called Il Dito.
Yes, so the finger. So Piazza Affari, as James said, the Milan Stock Exchange, La Borsa, and this statue that the Italians call Il Dito, actually, what's the name of the statue? The real name of the statue
I
is
think it's called Love.
Love,
Yeah.
but it's not the love, it's actually Libertà, Odio, Vendetta, Eternità.
So initially you could say the stock exchange, you got a hand there with obviously all the other fingers cut off, and the middle finger is a prominent finger of obviously flipping someone off. So initially you think, oh, this is to insult the stock exchange, while like you got places like in New York where you got the raging bull as this symbolic symbol.
Yeah.
Here in Italy, obviously you have what Italians do best is don't take any bullshit from anyone really, and with the financial, with the corruption at times in Italy, it's kind of quite fitting.
Also, the building, the actual stock exchange building called Palazzo Mezzanotte, is a clear fascist style architecture, so potentially could also be a middle finger to fascism as well around the world. The artist that created this piece, Maurizio Cattelan, never explained the meaning behind the statue, so we will never know for sure. It could be open to several different interpretations. Yes.
So
it was only supposed to be here for a couple of weeks when it was installed in 2010, but then it was just so loved. This statue was just so loved, they decided to keep it here indefinitely. And now we're just 3 minutes walk away from Piazza Affari to the church where we're heading to, that was dubbed the Sistine Chapel of Milan, and it's called Basilica di San Maurizio al Monastero Maggiore. So we'll be there shortly. Church is absolutely amazing. It's completely fresco, so every single part of this church is decorated and fresco. It's great, and obviously it depicts several scenes from the Bible. Right, it should be one of the Arca di Noè, the Noah's Ark as well. That is quite peculiar. So we're gonna locate this fresco. We were reading that the church is actually divided by, it's got like a division, like a wall, partition wall. So we are just in the first part of the church. We thought, oh, this is it, but now it's not. So we're gonna have to go through this little passage and then go and see the second part of the church, which is more like
the climax, really.
The convent hall or hall of the nuns. So a lot more frescoes here, and the one that we were looking for the Noah's Ark as well. It's gonna be here, one of these chapels.
Guarda in basso.
Ah,
se vuoi più vicino di là invece guarda diritto.
Ah, okay. So that the Christ here is looking down. Then if we go on the side, he's gonna look up.
Perché di qua ci sono i penitenti e di là ci c'erano le monache.
As you can see, this is where the nuns were sitting. And what we have here, guys, is the famous Noah's Ark, and something in particular that stands out, especially for this time, is, I don't know if you can notice it, but it's straight in the centre, bright white, and it has a distinct feature about it, which is the unicorn.
Such a fantastical kind of figure that you don't expect that to be represented in a church, but they did. So,
as you can see, guys, I think a little bit of storytelling here. So you have the left-hand side, which is, I said, development.
Yeah, it just shows life before, where people were living in sin.
And then obviously into the centre, everyone's moving into the ark, and possibly later is where the big flood happens. Yeah. And you know, humanity and the people that got left over, the people that, you know, weren't religious, the sinners, you know, wasn't saved, and yeah, it's quite dramatic end, really.
Il principale artista che lavorò su questa chiesa, Bernardino Luini.
Poi ha lavorato a scuola e i suoi 3 figli.
Ah, ok, quindi Aurelio, quello che ha fatto
Aurelio, Giovan Pietro e l'Evangelista sono 3 figli.
E qual è la relazione che aveva con Leonardo da Vinci? Faceva parte dello stesso circolo di artisti?
Bernardino Luini era uno degli allievi prediletti di Leonardo.
Ah, was one of the main pupils.
Quegli angeli che vedete là in fondo, sembra che escono dall'alto. Inizialmente li avevano attribuiti a Leonardo. Perché quando Bernardino Luini comincia ad affrescare qui la parte di qua del tramezzo verso 1516-17, Intanto Leonardo tornava dalla Francia e non c'è scritto da nessuna parte, però parecchie guide lo dicono. Si fermava qui davanti e qualche consiglio gliel'ha dato.
Ah, ok, sì.
Per esempio anche quel rettangolino centrale che hanno recuperato, che potrebbe essere il lago di Seo, era stato anche quello attribuito
A Leonardo.
a Leonardo.
James, he's saying that part there, the lake that was kind of came up with the restoration was attributed to Leonardo.
It was, of course,
and the
his
same,
background.
yes, and the same for the angels.
Yeah.
They almost come out
1,
of the
2,
wall.
3, 4 angels.
Similar facial.
This.
Yeah.
Però poi è stato definitivamente attribuito per la
Okay.
So guys, what an amazing guy. Obviously, I only understood 1% of it anyway, but yeah, fantastic.
Speechless. He actually said when he was speaking about the angels and that part, that little lake, that you could tell in a way was really, really strongly influenced by Leonardo. If it wasn't his, because the guy was saying they attributed him to Leonardo at the start, and then they said no, it's actually Bernardino Luini's work. But yeah, Leonardo went by the church several times and went in and always gave advice to his friend, the artist here, Bernardino Luini. So yes, there was a bit of an influence there.
Good on Leonardo.
And,
as you said, a lot of the masters visited as well
Yes,
here.
yes.
And as the chap was saying, basically, obviously, they visited the Sistines Chapel, learned from what they did, and then kind of recopied really and redid their own vision, revision it in their own way. So
And yeah, I can't believe that this place is free to visit. So you guys,
and you got a wonderful tour guide.
Exactly,
Yeah.
all for free, and yeah, it was like the kind of information that it was giving out for free, like unbelievable.
It's really good, yeah. Excellent.
So yeah, from this beautiful place, we finish our visit here of the Sistine Chapel of Milan, and with a reason now.
Yeah.
I think it deserves the name.
And we'll see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao. Let's go and check out Fontanellato, a beautiful medieval borgo near Parma, and visit its castle, Rocca San Vitale. See you guys there!